hopefully permanent brain injury. And then I think there was talk about bananas.
I would not be surprised.
Probably. Taking a guess.
So
Muffin Man.
It's been
That-
2 weeks since we last played, and if you'll,
Hope y'all had a good bunny day.
which was good indeed. As we'll recall, the last session, you had a confrontation with the what you found out to be a hag residing within the back of the singing Cauldron Caves. After a not as lengthy confrontation compared to your confrontation with the giant prior, you managed to slay the hag and the skeletons that she had summoned from the corpses of the fishermen. You realized after investigating a bit that the cauldron that she had been feeding their innards into was actually a cauldron that replenished whatever was put inside and always remained full. After taking a little while to haul that back to your skiv that you had borrowed and brought it back to town, you were met by Indra, it's Imdra, sorry, the head of the guard, who greeted you warmly and brought you into the, I believe it was the Wet Trout. When you entered the Wet Trout, you had a brief talk about what the reward was, and after uttering between the party whether or not you wanted to sell the cauldron and or accept the rewards that were given, you were presented with two different options: a scroll of fireball and a bag of holding that had been held as an inventory from the city. After realizing that you wanted more than that because the cauldron itself was worth a bit more, she went to fetch the townspeople, and as she was leaving to go fetch him, I believe that's where we left off, with everyone sitting around the table having a drink on the town garden.
So, 2 quick questions. Do we know that this is a for sure bag of holding?
Yes, I believe, what was it? Ono used identify?
Yes, I correct off and identify, and it is a legit bag. Here's my question. Oh, go for it. No.
Second question is, I took the ring off the hag and I put it in a cloth piece, and it was a lesser something of healing.
Yeah, it was a lesser ring of healing, and basically, while wearing the ring and attuned, every turn during combat you are damaged, the ring will slowly begin to heal you.
Do we know off of his identifier? Is it identifier, or did you do like detect magic?
I believe I sat and did identify on both of them.
Would we know if the ring is like cursed? Like if I put it on, it heals me, but there's, the hidden curse that kills me or something.
Identify does not reveal curses if there are any.
Okay.
Take a chance.
Put it up. Put it.
Here's the real question. Who was she feeding? Because, she had a huge pot of food. Who was she feeding? Because it obviously wasn't that big before the fishermen. No? Nobody wants to? Alright, that's what I'm thinking about.
I can only think of maybe the creatures we killed outside, maybe the wolf. I don't really see her killing the thing that killed me and the troll. Maybe there's other creatures further in that we didn't explore or see yet.
I don't know if water weirds necessarily eat as they do what would be the equivalent of an aquatic photosynthesis. My guess.
I would. Yeah. Ebron would just shrug her shoulders.
Maybe she just enjoys cooking for fun.
And
that's
Spit
so.
would chime into, maybe she threw a party.
Right.
Okay, that's a legitimate reason, Spit. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah.
So, with us wanting to sell the cauldron to the town, I've kind of thought about a alternative as well, considering I was willing to give it away for free, and now we're trying to get money out of it. It's Bryn Shander and 2 other towns still do human sacrifices, or you choose exile. I mean, we saw the family that got affected last time when we were in Bryn Shander. I assume the individual chose exile. If we were to maybe take that individual and be like, hey, you can go to every other town except Bryn Shander, sell this food in the cauldron for, a family that's got a cauldron can get a full cauldron of food for like a silver. You can keep X amount and bring your family with. Because I know, as much as I love our big old polar bears, this isn't most likely going to be our permanent station. So I don't know. I had to take a swig of my drink. Just something I thought about since we're trying to get some more money.
I mean,
It's
honestly,
a longer term solution.
Honestly, this seems like an appropriate location to offload this. I mean, we're in a town full of starving people. I mean, drop it.
And I mean, hypothetically, by the time we're done with what we're trying to do, there won't be any more sacrificing going on. So
I point at Kitty and I'm like, yep, 100%.
I guess I would kind of look at Matra and be like, does your church have any interest in purchasing this, or at least using it in a ethically moral, neutral situation for other towns as well?
Matra would look amongst the people at the party here. I really can't speak for our church itself wanting to take upon the burden of handling this particular item, but I do know that between Targos and Bryn Shander and Easthaven, Easthaven's the one that has the most difficulty finding food for everybody. They don't exactly keep a lot of livestock, and the stuff that they do, because they're not reinforced, tends to sometimes get picked off by the wildlife around the town. It'd be better for it to be here than it would be, well, in a lot of other places. And she looks down at her beverage and takes a sip again, cautiously.
Ebron would kind of put his hand on his beard and kind of rub his chin a little bit. And now I'm going to ask a question, and if the party's pissed about it, so be it. Matra, although I think I was the first person to go down, you went down pretty fast in our fight. Are you still looking to continue with the party when we're leaving Easthaven, or are you going to go back to the church? I know, Matra, you and I did not get off on the clears his throat best of terms, but
Agreed, I don't like you very much.
Literally threatened her physically and then manipulated her 20 minutes later.
Not really the best idea to dress up as somebody who's dead and possessed and then act like it's fine to the person that it happened to, but regardless.
In fairness, I didn't know my sister was, well, taken over by Headroom completely, and since she was the head of the church, I was simply doing my job. What's not nice is, holding me at knife point inside a place of worship. And she looks at you a bit more seriously than she had probably for the last 2 days that she's been traveling with you. You're not going to earn any favors in doing so. I wouldn't be surprised if someone in the church put something out on you at some point. You'd be best to be careful doing that in the future. And she goes back to eating her food.
And so be it, but you still have yet to answer the question. Are you going to stay with the party, or are you going back to the church?
Hold on, wait. Do you not hear the weight of what Matra just said? We're in an open space now for this to be very clear. Matra has made it very, very crystalline that you have offended not only her, but her people. And it could very well cause a repercussion. You are aware of that, right?
Ben, are you good?
I'm aware.
Sorry, you kept... I see.
Oh,
Okay, just making sure. Sorry.
Can you hear? Is everything okay?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm aware.
What? He's gone. Maybe Ben's gone. Coming back. There he is.
Take 3.
I
And-
think it's good now.
Action.
Testing.
Roll tape.
Storm's knocking out his power over there or something.
Yeah, 100%. I just if she wants to leave, that's her choice. I don't think we don't care. That's not. If she decides to duck out in the dark of the night, that's her choice. If she decides to stay with us, cool. Honestly, I think we have no room. We as a group, not just you, but we as a group have no room to ask her that question at this moment.
Okay. Just thought it might help us plan our next quest, I guess, mission more effectively.
I'm under the understanding that Matra is here for her divine purposes, and then when she has, to my understanding, right, fulfilled what her sister couldn't do. Yeah, I shrug.
I mean, I'm technically under no obligation to stay with all of you. You're not holding me hostage. You helped me
100%.
return to consciousness after that ritual, and I believe it was Phrygius who said to take me with you, but the extent of that was never really clear. So I am with you now. Technically that would fulfill her wish, but I don't mind providing my services as needed. There are things that I can do that I'm sure some of you can't, and it wouldn't hurt to have an extra set of arcane hands on your endeavors, I assume, unless I'm wrong.
I gently gesture toward her.
As she finishes her sentence, I've been thinking about this lately. Can I do a variation of like an insight, perception?
What are you trying to do? Or what are you trying to see?
I just basically want to like think in my head for a second and see if Phrygius and her can still just mentally talk to me whenever the hell they want. Because I was the one that got called the first time saying to come to Easthaven. So
Make a first, you know what, yeah, I would say if you wanted to try and figure that out, it would be a insight check.
sorry.
You,
I had it on private and I rolled a 5, so I don't know anything.
you think about it, you know, stroking your beard, every now and then and giving her a look, and you're not really sure if she, still could speak to you whenever she would like to. You're not sure if Phrygius could either. It seems to be an anomaly.
Did we kind of determine that it was because he was already kind of like in a psychically weakened state? That's why he was chosen? Did we not determine that?
We were leaving Bridgehander, and we didn't have a way. We didn't know if we were going to go to Easthaven or.
No, what I'm saying is when you and I were talking with Phrygius in the thing, didn't we kind of like didn't we determine that like it's because of the events prior, like in our campaign, because of like you were psychically weakened, that's why she chose you? Or am I just was that my speculation?
She chose him because he is directly tied to Hedrun, being that his mother and Hedrun are part of the same coven.
Okay. That's okay. I have two like side by side notes, so
it's okay. I would say, Ibran, I would want you to also make a history check.
Okay.
As you are contemplating this mental telepathy situation. Yeah, never mind. You're
2 5s.
Still lost in your thought. You're not sure.
Is the place we're in, is there a booth open right next to this one?
Yeah,
or
there's
table
so
or
you're
something.
at like a large table, like a table that'd probably seat like 12 people. And I would say there's another smaller table, maybe about 8-10 feet away that has recently been like wiped down and cleared. Someone was having like an early lunch before they went out for whatever it is they were doing the rest of their day.
I'm just gonna step away from the group and go to that table, and you can clearly tell I'm thinking about things right now. Maybe just like twiddling my thumbs and having a drink every now and then.
Like as you're getting up, I like put my hand up and like the open mouth with no words of like
I also wouldn't have taken the bag of holding. I would have left that with oh no.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, she left the scroll and the bag of holding with the party as she went to fetch the speaker as a symbol of trust. And I would say that as like you kind of step away and begin thinking at the separate table, you would see Imdra walk in with another middle-aged human-looking individual. Hold on.
I think Atheros and I at this point are just playing cards.
Yeah.
100%, yeah. Just
Less playing and more, I'm just losing every single game.
it's because I'm
I don't know the
tapping.
rules
I'm
at all.
tapping Kitty and giving him guidance.
Yeah, so you're just like intuitively, you just like have this knowledge in the back of like whether or not your hand is good or if you should hold or something.
It literally is just like me, like, good job, bud. Yeah, good job. And it's like I'm not even looking at what he's doing because I'm like focused on the conversation and like looking at everything else, and I'm just tapping Kitty, like, good job, bud.
As Imdra walks in her full guard attire, she once again takes off like her like winter cap, and you see like her face and her hair, and she introduces this other individual who begins unwrapping this like heavy winter garb off of his face.
Tries to digitate him warm.
I'd make my way back to the table.
Broken. This is Speaker Daneth Whalen. He's the person that I think you all should probably talk to about offloading this fantastic device of sorts that you've come across. And you see this person sit down. His garb itself is a bit nicer than a lot of the other common folk that you've seen. Not just like in Easthaven, but in general throughout 10 towns. Wears like a nice black cloak with almost like a fur lining at the top. Scraggly black hair, a 5 o'clock shadow with a small beard at the bottom. He seems very tired. His eyes are quite red. And he looks to all of you and has a seat at an open spot near one of the heads of the table, if not at the head of one of the sides. Hello, everyone. I've heard a little bit of information, and I'm curious on what you're asking for this particular cauldron bowl, whatever you want to call it. It seems like it'd be a good asset to the town.
No, it's an excellent asset to your village. Honestly, complete candidness. I mean, it would be more of an effort for us to tote it around all of weird. But to quantify like what is respectively what we should be owed in like transfer of this to you. When we traveled out there, we came upon this ice cave, so on and so forth. There's a aggressive wolf out there. If you guys do send a party out there to kind of clear or search through the caves, please be aware there's a wicked huge wolf. Don't mess with him unless you're going to feed him.
We also didn't explore all the caves completely, so there might be.
Yeah, there could be more danger. Entirely true. Also, thin ice, hazard, spellcasters probably necessary. But
And
no,
monsters, maybe
Hey,
in the ice as well.
huge monsters. I don't think they were going to be controlled currently any longer, but horrific Nonetheless, beyond that, we did suffer casualties and loss of equipment and spell components and materials along the way. So, honestly, there is an abundance of us, plus our faithful goblin ward, and we have a new party member who is an auxiliary party member as well. So, at
Not to
least,
mention we have 2 polar bears that we have to feed.
yeah, 100%. Thank you. We do have stabled creatures that we do need to care for, which are also, I'm sure, a cost and expense to your town alone, because we're probably draining the stables of their food as well. But anything in the realm of at least 150 gold per person in party. And I put my shoulder on Spit confidently.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Ooh, deep breath.
Can I give him like the help action for advantage? Like if Victoon and I were to put our hands on his shoulders.
I'm definitely guiding myself on this one, so
I would say,
Ono-
yeah.
Ono's got his shoulder on
to the
Spit, and then-
conversation. I would say, yeah, you'd be able to roll with advantage.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so persuasion check. Terrible persuasion. D4 advantage. Okay, I can deal with that. Again, it's purely based. I know you guys are in hard times, but let's look at this retrospectively. This is a magical item. This cauldron can indefinitely feed this village with minor preparation. So honestly, the scaggiest piece of fish that comes out of the bay could possibly feed the village for the day, and you could be fine. And knowing that at least that is one thing taken off your plate.
Well, actually, it'd be put on the plate, but
No, Kitty, you're 100% right. Thank you.
He looks to the what would be the 7 of you right now, with Matra and Spit. He gives a stroke of his beard, and he looks down at you, Ono, as you feel very confident, giving Spit like the confident tap. I'll do you one better.
Oh.
I came prepared for this type of situation. And he pulls out what would be 14 small gems, random assortment of like a ruby, sapphire, emerald, topaz, and he
I look at Kitty
puts
so
out-
happy.
he pours them out onto the table, and you would see what would it be Captain Indra kind of collects them and disperses 2 of them to each of you. There's 7 of you. I got 14 gems. Each of these gems you could go to any jeweler, and you could get about 250 apiece. So that'd be 500 gold for each of you.
listen,
Is there
not that I don't believe you.
No. Yeah.
Is there any singular gem that is worth 300 or more that maybe it could go to a different member of the party, and then that party member maybe gets one that's maybe like 200 or less, or 150 or less? Or are these all just strictly right around 250?
They're all right around 250.
Damn it.
Yeah.
A
so-
gem that you explicitly do not see in this mix is diamonds. You do not see any diamonds in this mix, if that matters at all for some people.
What I was going to say was, it's not that I don't trust you, but if you don't mind,
That's what
No,
I want to do.
kind of count the money at the table kind of thing, make sure everybody's happy.
Guidance.
If I could look these over before we agree to any sort of terms.
And he,
He's our group's jeweler. He is actually
Oh,
a
that's
professional at this, personally trained by some of the best artisans from where he is from. Guidance.
you would see.
Can I-
Oh, continue.
Can I do an insight check to see? Because what we were asking for originally was a lot less than what he's offering. Is he still giving us like a short end of the deal, or?
That's why I kind of wanted to take a peek at the gems to see.
Yep.
Like,
There was
Yeah.
one thing. There was also. He said we expected something like this to happen. So
Yeah, like I want to try and get a better idea of like,
Yeah.
was he expecting us to like pull him, ask
I
for
would
wages?
say-
I expected
yeah.
you guys to go out there to have a hag that's this magical bowl that just recreates food constantly.
We just thought it was Carl out there just bumping people off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something seems fishy here.
Atheros, go ahead and make an insight check. That's fine.
Okay,
With
I'm
your
gonna give
beautiful
myself
wisdom.
guidance.
Yeah, as he's like distributing the gems, you'd have time to cast.
Okay, now
Okay,
that's freaking amazing.
that's incredible.
So mad.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
So close to a crit.
Your extra modifier is a 7. Like,
Don't you
That's
have a
20
20
in
and
wisdom,
reroll?
though.
God, you're such a beautiful bastard. I love you.
I would say, Big Tune, I mean, if you're looking to see if these are legit, you could roll your check with the guidance from Ono. As
Pretty much just want to them, but
yeah, so Atheros, you feel like something might be amiss, and you look at Daneth Wayland as he's watching the gems be distributed. You feel that he seems kind of like not irritated, but like he feels like he came over prepared. Like what he felt he was offering you, you feel like maybe he was offering you what he deemed to be a fair deal, and he's kicking himself for maybe not grabbing smaller gems from his pool. But it seems that like he's offering you what he thinks is a fair deal for it, not so much trying to pull one over on the party. Rather, he was expecting you to ask for more.
All right, look, Danny.
I undershot him. Damn.
My fellow family members might not realize just how important this amazing magical pot actually is. So I think it's personally worth a lot more. I mean, if it's gonna feed your whole town or close to like a lot of people in your town when you have no food,
Definitely.
we should be getting a little more money than this.
Make
Stone face.
Make a persuasion check, Atheros.
All right, I'm
Can
gonna give
Big Tune and
myself
I do the
Can I
right behind him for the advantage thing?
Well, hold
again?
on. I was gonna say, is there any way, because of the way that Ono laid it out and kind of said how we went through and about and kind of retrieved it, is there any way that he has advantage on at least pressing this?
I would allow it.
Okay, so advantage on this,
Yeah, go for it.
and then I'm giving myself guidance.
Oh,
I'd
sweet
love to see
pickles.
Big Tune, as they're talking, you take a look at some of the gems that have been kind of passed among the party, or if you collaboratively had them collected so you can look them over. You're not really sure if you can gauge if these are legitimate or not. I mean, I would say that you see about half of them at least are, but without taking a bit more time on a couple of the other ones, you wouldn't really be able to tell if all of them are legitimate. You know for sure at least half of them are. The other ones, you need more time.
Legitimate as in the sense of their worth, or
Yes.
legitimate in the sense that they're fake?
No, they are... sense of their worth would be...
Okay.
Atheros, as you are, saying this to Daneth, he looks down at the table, and kind of grabs grabs a fork off the side and grabs a slice of meat, and takes a large bite and thinks about it for a moment.
When the hell did we have food on the table?
We've had
There's
food on
been
the table the whole time.
yeah.
Oh, I thought we just had drinks.
No, food and drink was on the town guard.
Like, I
Ow.
wiped Spit's face. Like,
He's
Oh yeah,
been
Spit's been going ham.
chowing down. You walked
Um,
away when they brought thirds over.
I tell you what, and he looks to you specifically, Atheros. You're onto something there. You guys went through some effort, and I appreciate the information that was brought back, and I know that this cauldron will be useful for feeding a lot of us here at Easthaven. I got some favors that I can pull in. It'll take me about a day to get the coin, but I can get you double what I have here on the table.
I squeeze both Spit and Kitty,
You just hear Spit go, ow.
but keep a straight face, and I go, "Chill out, bud. Just chill out."
Can I do an insight check again to see if that's a good?
Absolutely. I would say, given that you've been trying to read him last time, give yourself advantage.
All right.
Atheros,
For your
your
insight.
insight if you can hear.
If I
Having
can't-
seen
I
these
give a guidance.
these gems and knowing that at least some of them are real, can I also like see if he really means that he has even more value?
Yeah, go for it. Be another insight.
Yeah.
After Atheros rolls, I kind of want to... I guess I would probably... Damn, I'm not psionically linked with anybody. I guess I'd probably whisper in Ono's ear, like,
So yeah,
you were kind of on the same mind track with me. Let's make sure this second round of gems, there's at least a few that are 3 gold worth or more.
I'm not gonna press that as much as I wanted to just get paid appropriately because
Um,
we're in a
Right, right. But if we
appropriate
can get like 2 that are 300 gold, I'll take one that's 100. I'm fine with it.
We'll
Are-
get there. We'll get there.
Atheros, did you roll your insight?
No. Discord cut out, so I didn't hear if I could do that.
Yeah, you can.
With
Okay.
with advantage.
You would have advantage because you've been trying to read him this whole time.
Okay.
And I kick your shin and give you guidance if you don't do it to yourself.
Okay. Ow!
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, you feel that he can he could get a second round of gems for all of you for payment, but it would take he's not lying when he says that it would take until probably tomorrow for him to acquire that amount. 10 Towns itself isn't usually very prosperous. He has some favors he has to pull.
Okay, I think I was more or less wanting to ask if the amount that he's offering now is a good, like, fair amount,
Or is he lowballing us?
yeah, like, could we still get more out of him potentially?
You think that this is probably your cap.
Okay.
But now he's offered to double it.
Yeah. I look at the rest of the party. I'm like, sounds good to me.
Listen, I could go for a rest.
I look at you, proud, and I go,
I'm
I
still-
completely agree.
So, do we keep these gems as a down payment and keep the cauldron till tomorrow, or
Well, in this
how do you guys want to
situation,
go about this?
if I'm gonna be giving you more money for this, you can keep these gems. You can keep these gems, but I'm gonna ask that the cauldron be secured in town hall. We have a safe place. Our town guard are very good at what they do. It'd be locked away under strict lock and key until tomorrow. So
Not
that way
that-
it's not lost.
Again, speaker, not that I'm doubting you at all. Not that I'm doubting any legitimacy of your guards. I know, and I look at the entirety of the party. I scan everybody's eyes, and I go, I know that I would feel more comfortable, at least, knowing that we could be helping guard, because then we could at least know that we're securing our payment tomorrow. Is that inappropriate to think?
No, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm not leaving his site till I get paid the full
Yeah.
amount.
Because, like, again,
We can sleep in
she
shifts.
she ate the dude who had an overbite. Like, legitimately, like, that was rough. So, again, just to make it to cure, Arini may or may not have a nightmare tonight because a huge undead frost giant nearly killed Spit. And I know I'm kind of exaggerating, but
And you.
And Big Tune, and who else?
yeah, no, I know. But like at this point, like I know Spit's got food
Ebron
in his
clears
mouth,
his
but
throat.
he's not gonna object.
Yeah.
Like, we suffered a little bit, so at least I know it would make our party feel better that we could at least protect it. Is that unreasonable, speaker?
Or just take the gems and we give it to you tomorrow and get the full amount. I mean, I'm fine with it.
You're more than welcome to come to the town hall and guard it yourself, but you're going to be locked in the room all night. We'll have
got
guards
blankets.
outside the room as well, keeping
Cool.
you aware of the situation.
We love that.
Yeah, no, that's extra help. Like, I don't know why that's a negative.
Yeah, that's legitimately to me and literally the rest of my family. That sounds perfect to us. That's
Big Tune, more people to play cards with.
Oh,
Ooh.
well, I mean, we're gonna play some cards tonight.
Yeah.
I just
Right.
Minor request, because I do know, and I look at Ebron. I do know that a couple of our family members may want to post up and give a kind of more of a hidden external look. So is that a possibility that we could at least have one or two of our family members like be some of the outside post eyes? Is that a possibility?
I will sleep inside the cauldron.
Okay,
Same.
that's probably more than we need, but Kitty, I love the sense. I love it.
Well, if he
Because
sleeps
there's
inside the
more
cauldron, does the
Could we
cauldron
have
just reproduce more of him?
Yeah, can we have
No, it's got to be lit.
I don't mind if it's warm. It's cold outside.
No, but we don't want to do it. Prestidigitate. No, I'm not. No, we're not cooking you.
So you're asking to take on the post of some of my guard for the evening as well.
Not that we want them to take the night off, because this is, I mean, to be fair, kind of a big deal. Okay.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
Yeah, the
What
more the
he's
merrier.
referencing is I'm probably gonna go take a rest after this, and I'll be on the roof all night. And if anything funky happens, I'm
At
already
least you
apparently
have-
not in good standards with the town. I'm gonna have
That's not the
you know, a
He
shot at
has
protecting
eagle
our
eye.
assets.
He has eagle eyes. That's essentially what he's getting at. Why don't self-deprecate? Stop. No, he has eagle eyes. So it would be amazing if we could get at least our, and I say this so casually, like it's an everyday thing. He's our sniper, so like it would be so much better. I know I would feel comfortable, at least knowing that your people were protected. And I say that as confident as Ono has ever said anything.
Well, the way I look at it is like, I mean, at the very least, we'll just help them. Like, we don't have to take over. We can just help them watch guard outside and, well, inside too.
Bingo.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
We're trying to overcomplicate it by, like, just, yes, we will help.
Yes, that's totally fine. And he would look deliberately to Ebron. Why did you say that you're not in good terms with my town? What did you do? Something I need to be aware of, sir.
No,
I mean, we took a boat, but that was it.
He what now? I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I said we took a boat, but that's it. It's back now. Like, we didn't damage it or anything. Actually, we came back with 2 boats, so.
He may have
Yeah, I
been a
guess,
bit
you know.
brusque to the guards.
well, we were told where a boat was. Took it. Didn't really clarify on what boat we were supposed to take, but there's only a boat where we were told to go. So I think
What he's inferring is
you
like,
could kind of tell I'm like starting to forget things and a little fatigued. We left a note. I mean, we brought 2 back.
we'll just call it, it's like a cultural thing. He may have offended somebody in town, i.e. some guards and some people we may or may not have taken a boat from. The boat is returned, and call this an even split on us saying, hey, sorry about the interaction. We're going to protect you, guards. Finger guns.
Oh no, make a persuasion check.
Okay, now I'm scared. I'm gonna guide myself.
Can I get them to help action?
Nope, it's already done.
He looks at Ebron up and down, eyes squint a little bit. He looks back at Imdra, who's like been standing behind him at the ready. Looks to Ono, and then between everybody here. To my knowledge, you were given access to the boat, and I wouldn't count that as stealing. If you offended people, we all offend people.
Awesome.
But
Sorry.
do
We
be
all
careful.
make mistakes.
And I look at Eva and I'm like kind of like cheesing, but like in a wince, like, stop.
You would hear Matra like quietly at the end of the table. Yes, we all make mistakes.
So
And like
much more than-
stares at like Ebron for a moment, and then like continues drinking her beverage.
I feel like Arini
kinda-
is like taking the
she's
deepest
just
pull of her
kinda-
beer.
She's just like
I'd kinda
straight
have
up
it-
just.
I'd have a shocked expression when she says that, but I'd be like, okay. I was actually gonna gesture to her. I'm like, should we go check on the bears when we're done here?
You guys can help with the guard tonight. Long story short, if you are planning on spending the day in the room, it's going to be a long and boring day if you have nothing to do. Otherwise, come to the town hall tonight. And if you're more comfortable, bring the cauldron then. But I expect it there no later than dusk.
Oh, that's easy.
Above table, real quick, can we clarify one thing?
Sure.
Is it still the same day that we left to go to the cave, or did we go through a day of, fighting and... Because we took a short 1 hour rest. But is it still like that same day, like the morning of or mid-afternoon?
Yeah, you guys left at like 6 a.m. to go out,
Okay.
like time-wise, to go out to the caves, and had gotten back right around like 11. So
I didn't know if going in the
10:30.
caves
Yeah, I was gonna say
time
something
gets
like a noon-ish or
altered
something like that.
differently or something. So.
yeah, no, it's only been a couple of hours from you getting to Easthaven and taking care of the caves and then coming back. Not an entirely different day. You guys have just had a very long day.
Yeah.
This whole time, it's only halfway done.
A whole bunch of stuff has happened in a very short amount of time, so we are
Exactly.
blasted.
You're all beat.
we are all like, if you looked around the table, we look like the
You look like
Dragon
crap.
Age characters after a fight.
Well, oh no, I would like to go back to check on the bears and take a long rest with the day I've had. What are we doing here?
Okay, well, I mean, like, I think the speaker just pointed it out. We're gonna
Right, but
move that
are we
cauldron.
keeping the gems that he's offering us now and getting more tomorrow, or are we
totally
giving him the
so-
gems? Okay.
We're holding on to these suckers. Everybody's got their cut. We're waiting for more gems tomorrow. We're moving the cauldron into the town hall. I look and finger guns the speaker, and
nods.
we're gonna set up shop inside of there. Take a long rest inside of there. If you wish to sleep and then go and take a post upstairs or outside or wherever, I think that I look at the speaker might be appropriate.
Wherever you think you need. You'll have
Bam.
the ability to move around town hall, but if you're looking to guard the cauldron yourself, a couple of you will probably want to stay in the room. It'll make
Yeah.
you feel better.
He can totally like nap for like 4 hours and then like just kind of meander around for a little bit.
And these
Sleep.
first two gems, what were their worth?
250 apiece.
So 2 gems.
Which honestly, like, if you wanted to just convert that to gold, that's fine too.
Nah, man, I'm keeping them gems.
Gold.
There's no diamonds. I just want the money.
Yep.
Right, yeah, and for diamonds, I'll differentiate a little bit more, just because I
Okay.
know they're used for a ton of spells.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do 1 gem, 1 gold. So I'll do 250 gold and then 1.
Or can I do platinum instead of gold?
I mean, that's fine too.
Can you do
What is it?
100 gold is 1 platinum?
Yes, so 100 gold is the equivalent of 1 platinum.
Oh, I thought it was 10 to 1.
I thought it was 10.
Oh wait, 10, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
you didn't do 10? Okay.
I was
Wait.
like,
I've done
oh,
both ways.
we went to
Yeah,
third
no,
edition
no.
or something.
No, it's 10 to 1, not 100.
Okay.
My bad.
I was like,
There's
damn,
something
that's
to
why
wait.
this place is broke. No platinum anywhere.
All mine to copper.
Yeah, I'm like, "Ugh."
Oh, jeez, how much copper would that be?
That's a lot of
Too
copper,
many.
bud. That's
1,000 to 1.
yeah, I think so. Something like that's like too much. I don't want to do the math in my head right now as I'm trying to like type spicy cool gems.
Before I head off to the party, I'll get above table, I guess. Do we know if there's like a weapon store? Did we see one possibly on the way in?
I can buy more stuff now.
Yeah.
Or here, I'll just ask the town speaker. I've had a interesting day, so apologize for maybe asking more questions and using more of your time. Is there an area maybe where I can look at upgraded equipment, armor. I kind of gesture at my bow. Maybe an upgraded bow or something.
Well, if you're looking for a weapon shop, we have one here in town called Twin Blades, run by Grendel the Dwarf. He's an old grumpy man, but he does a good job. And he gives you a basic sense of direction as to where to find it. It's somewhere in the middle of town.
Okay, I was like,
What was his name again?
Grendel.
Grendel?
Graendel.
Got it.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna be watching this thing overnight, then I think I'm gonna go take a nice little resty rest before we get there. I am still not feeling great.
I wonder if there's a way for us to bring the cauldron to this. This is an inn as well, right?
This is simply a tavern. The
Okay.
inn in Easthaven is known as the White Lady Inn.
The White Lady. Okay. I mean, I wonder if the White Lady. Dying a little inside. I wonder if the White Lady Inn could accommodate us taking the cauldron there, at least for us to take a power nap, which is a full rest, and then go do work tonight. I wonder.
Will it not fit in the lightning tank?
I don't think so. Without snuffing the the campfire. Let alone I don't even know if we can get it through the doorway.
Okay.
At the very least, you haven't tried.
Pivot.
Pivot.
And teleport it in.
Man, as soon as I get that ability, I'm gonna do it. We will do those things.
I mean, I can already do it.
What? Wait, can you take large objects like this?
I can take anything I carry.
Has to be something you can carry, though.
Can you carry the cauldron by yourself?
I'll give it a try.
Back to consciousness. What I miss?
Okay, this is an experiment I'm intrigued for, but I think it would cost us in the end.
Wait, so if it's anything you can carry, can you carry me?
Well, I'm sure I could.
So then I can.
Okay, that's okay. I like this math, but it is not. Oh, I was about to make a Parkov reference. No, it's not. Can't put him inside of the backpack and make the backpack smaller. It's not how that works. Wait a second. No, it's too big. It's way too big. I pat the bag of holding. I'm like, no, it's way too big.
What is the entryway for that bag of holding? Is it a foot radius in diameter?
3 feet or
6
something
inches?
like that. It's 3 feet wide.
Yeah, it's you can expand it up to, I think it's 3 feet.
So, per the rules, I can technically lift 480 pounds.
I think the cauldron we said last time it was nearing 1,000.
Yeah, it took 3 of us.
Well, never mind then.
That's why, it took 3 of us to get it out of that sucker.
Out of curiosity, how do you get your 480?
So it says for push, drag, or lift, you can push, drag, or lift weight in pounds up to twice your carrying capacity or 30 times your strength score.
Holy crap.
Damn, okay.
Wait, you said 30 times your strength bar?
Yeah, so my strength score is 16. So 16 times 30 is 480.
So you can bench 480 pounds.
But my
That's
speed is reduced by 5
ridiculous.
feet. Or
Hold
drops
on.
2 feet.
That's ridiculous. That is that's a rule I've not observed, and it's holy crap! You can bench that much.
Dude, Atheros is swole.
Atheros is swole.
I can lift 420. Haha, weed number.
Nice.
Nice. Got any of that catnip left?
Ah.
Yeah, you know it.
Okay.
So-
We're
all
gonna
right.
have some fun tonight.
So
I
yeah,
had-
so between the 2 strong boys, we could potentially get this. No, but you can't teleport him and the object.
No.
No. Yeah, that nullifies that idea. Damn, I love that. I love the thought process, Atheros. Again,
I'm about to make the biggest vote. We're smartest person in the
Wait.
group. Smartest person in the group.
Second thought.
Hey.
No,
Forget,
in like he's super wise. I mean, like in wisdom, smart.
don't
You know.
forget
what I mean?
about Spit. Being
Okay.
very-
Spit is
Second
a
idea.
genius.
Second idea. Let's put the pot in the bag of holding.
I can't. Well, no, we just determined I can't. We can't. It's
Oh.
way too wide for the mouth hole. Like I open the bag of holding, and I'm like, it's only 3 feet-ish.
Bigger. You can do that, right?
I can't. I cannot magically enhance. I cannot magically enhance an already magically imbued item.
Could you make a new one that's bigger?
I could make a new one. Would it be bigger? I do not think so. It has to follow a specific set of diameters for the magic to actually take hold. And I'm like,
You can't make it a little bit wider of a mouth to swallow a little bit more.
I don't believe that they have greater bags of holding. I know I can make it smaller. I know that there is a way for me to make it smaller. Like I can make a bag of holding in the sense of a haversack, but not
Could we just
currently right now.
Put it on its side and just roll it there.
I mean, yeah, that's a total option too.
Or is the town speaker still here? Sorry, I had like a minute straight where my my headphones were just making a loud squeaking noise.
Yeah, the speaker's been kind of just listening and waiting for what your final decision. what
Sorry,
you're doing
this
is.
is literally what our family does on a daily basis. This is like, sorry.
Do you have
good
a
open
beast of
communication
burden
is
that
important.
Do you have a beast of burden that can pull his sled, and maybe we toss it on there, and we can come back at dusk to take care of it, or can we go get our polar bears and maybe move it that way? That might freak your town out, to be honest, but they're
Oh
very
yeah,
well
could we-
behaved for
yeah.
Arini and I.
We could save time and or money on our side. Yeah, could we have permission from you, speaker, to just let our bears do that? We could two birds this that our party members can check on them, and then we can move it to the White Lady Inn. Then we can rest, and then we'll meet you guys at town hall. Is that cool?
If you are worried, you can have a couple guards with us as well. I would advise not standing directly in front of the bears.
These bears aren't going to hurt anybody.
They're completely trained. Again, I pat Spit on the shoulder. Our ward is secured them in the earliest part of our endeavor, so we completely. Also, and I look at Arini. Arini is also our beastmaster of our group, so yeah, totally fine.
They're good bears.
Thank you. See? If you can't believe that, I mean, what's in your ale? You know? And I like elbow, big tune.
What's in your wallet?
If they're gone,
Jump.
if you're able to keep control of them, and they do not attack anybody, you can use them to haul whatever you need to haul. But the moment they make any attack against anybody in town, I'm gonna warn you, they're gonna be put down.
Fair. Could you
Alternative.
just do us the favor and like kind of disseminate to the guards at least that it is a trained bear and under our control?
He would
Alternative.
he would signal to
thought.
Indra, who's been behind him. I can let them know. Not to worry about it until I guess they hear screaming.
Reesh. Well, hold on, because I mean, bear in the middle of a town could evoke like a child to scream. So
Fair point. Until we
Eh.
see blood.
fair.
She would nod and
Could we
oops, sorry.
could we just camp out in front of the town hall with the cauldron in our sleigh?
Nope.
I'd
Too
kind of run my
complicated.
hand through my beard and be like, you know, the more that I'm talking about putting 2 polar bears in a town probably seems like a bad idea. I think we
Yep.
should just probably carry it there and get it over with and move on with our day.
I love overcomplicating this. You know what? We're gonna
Yeah.
go take a nap after we move it to the inn by whatever means we do. Just let them know bear's possible. Cool? Is that fair?
You're taking care of it yourself, and you're going to possibly use bears. I will let my guards know, but as per our agreement, just make sure it makes its way to the town hall by dusk,
Yep. Totes easy.
and I'll take care of alerting people. You do what you gotta do in the meantime, and Imdra and the town speaker. Well, Imdra was standing the whole time. The town speaker would kind of stand up and look you all over once more. It's a pleasure doing business with all of you. You'll have your rest of your coin in the morning. If I don't see you this evening, Imdra will be on till she knows that the cauldron is secure.
All right.
The two of them wait for any last-minute questions, otherwise they'll make their way out of the wet trout.
Awesome. Okay, so let's finish this meal. Go grab that sucker. Move to the end. I look over at Ebron. Why do you have to make that man work so hard? Why?
I just kind of rub my head, and you can kind of see him starting to get to that point of exhaustion. Just sorry.
Okay.
I don't know if you
needs-
are actually realizing how long and everything that's happened in the last 24 hours to me. My head kind of feels like it's gonna explode.
Cool. Then
And you
all
were
the
there
more
for
reason
part
for
of
us
it,
to get
so.
again. All the more reason for us to get some sleep. All the more reason,
Um,
that's 100% a necessity of our family. So
Atheros and Bicton and myself moved it last time to the transportation thing, mind lamps. I'm forgetting what it's called. If we were to literally just have like everybody do it, doesn't even matter if like they're holding from the bottom. Can we like move it that much faster?
Yeah, you'd be able to move it. If everybody is helping, like carrying this object, I won't even have to make you roll a check. There'll be enough people with a carrying capacity that could carry it to the White Lady Inn.
perfect.
I would kind of just look at the party like, all right, let's just team effort. Everybody lift, get it there.
Works.
Maybe pop in at the weapon shop for a minute if we want to do that. Otherwise, I'd really like to take a long rest.
If there's an
Well,
iron-
don't stack anything else on top of like let's go to sleep. We'll do shopping tomorrow when we have money. We'll do that later. It's not going anywhere. You need sleep. Your eyes baggy, you died-ish a little bit. You went unconscious, not cool. So you need sleep. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's head to the boat. Grab that sucker. Cross town with a cauldron. and then yeah, make our way to bed. I pay whatever goofy amount of money it is to store the cauldron in our lavish room. God, I hope we can get the biggest room. I will pay to kick somebody out of that room.
So you're all leaving the wet trout?
Yes.
Okay.
Got food and
Oh no,
spits,
as all of you kind of begin making your way out of the wet trout, you feel a tap on your shoulder as standing behind you is the person who's been tending bar, a white dragonborn woman dressed in some nicer garbs. She looks down at you. Your name's Ono, isn't it?
Do the rest of us
is?
hear this?
I
How
would
may
say
I?
Ono is the last one out the door in this circumstance.
Would I hear it historically being the last person, or it's like the tail end of the group?
I'm going to say in this instance, no. Just Ono, as you're all exiting the tavern.
All right, guys, let's move this thing to one place. Where are we going?
How can I help you?
I have a note here that was given to me by one of my colleagues over in Brinchander with explicit directions to give it to the... And she, looks down on another piece of paper. The dark-skinned gnome with the stilts.
All right.
And,
Mildly rude, but okay.
And it had your name. It seemed to be an easy way to identify you. Anyway, they wanted me to give you this. And she extends to you it would be a scroll with a small ribbon tied around it and a seal that represents the Northlook from Brinchander.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I pull a small swatch of leather out of my pouch and grab the scroll with that in hand. Thank you. Can I ask who dropped this off?
Well, those scrum sacks.
Oh. Okay.
Figured the seal would be more than enough identifier.
No,
But-
I just personally just okay. No, I thank you.
It was sent by a bird. He didn't hand deliver it. We keep in contact. Him and I are good friends. So, anyway, it's not my business to know what it's about, but you all seem like a decent bunch, and he explicitly told me to give this to you. So, I did my job, and I'm sure whatever you guys are doing is pretty important. So I'm gonna let you do your thing. If you need anything, you can always find me at the Wet Trout here.
No, I thank you. Appreciate it. I'm so sorry. And I just awkwardly like hand her a silver. Like,
She like doesn't even she, like puts her hand up to like not even take it. She's like, "There's no need."
well, you're right. If it's cursed and I die, you'll be taking a dead person's coin. So I appreciate that. Awkward laugh. Haha. I have to catch up with my family, and I tip a fictitious hat and walk away, awkwardly holding this out in front of me, like, what? Walk outside, make a quick perception check. Hopefully I can see them and run after them.
Yeah, they're
Did
not.
Ono actually like verbally say awkward laugh?
Yes, I do. I say awkward laugh.
Ah, dear
That's
God,
great.
Ono's one of those people.
So one of the things that is oh no, you can't hand. Okay, anyways, yeah. So yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. I walk outside. Do I see my friends and family? Like, is that
Oh yeah, they're no more than maybe like 30, 40 feet ahead of you. It wouldn't take much for you to catch back up to them.
yeah? So I don't pocket this. I do clutch with leather in hand and kind of just still kind of like, you know, hustle after everyone. Like, I got handed a note.
Oh, sweet.
Cool, let me read it.
No, no, no,
Pull him
no,
out.
no, no.
I swear I can read now.
No, I know. Okay, well, I love your encouragement, self-encouragement. I don't think that's true, but no, I'm gonna hold. I still love in my heart. I'm gonna hold it because I hold up in my hand like it's leather. I don't like I'm gonna look at it later. I don't just it could be cursed. I don't know, or it could just be a legitimate letter. I don't know.
I can hold it.
No, I don't want you to get hurt. I'll take the pain. That's
I
not.
didn't say I was
no.
gonna read it. I was just gonna hold it.
No, I'll hold it. Let's go. Come on, let's. I just wanted to let you guys know I got a weird note, and we'll look at it later as a
How do
family.
you know it's weird?
I even tell me if I can't hold it.
The female dragonborn bartender just walked up to me and she was like, "Hey, Scrimchance gave this to me and was like, here, it's for
Oh, that guy's
exclusively
cool.
Ono."
That's
No,
not
I
weird, though.
know that's not weird, but it's like, you know, after what we've only been here in town for like a couple hours or something like that, and like I was just like, oh, that's cool, but then I was like, wait, that's kind of wonky, but I don't
You
know.
tell me you're coming here. Yeah, that is
Well,
weird.
Maybe in passing, but I don't recall. I don't have a keen mind to remember that, but I mean, like, I don't.
We very regularly loudly discuss our plans. So
No,
I mean,
you're
like,
100% right. No, I know. Like, we're
Good
walking by like an old lady, I assume, and like she's probably just listening to us. Yeah, like, no, I think
And she has like a little basket like in her arm or something, and she just like turns as you guys are like walking past, as you're audibly quite loud.
Yeah. No, I that's entirely true.
it was
I
a
just-
good chance
My guy
that
would
hurt us.
have his like mouth slightly open. Like when you look at somebody, you can tell they're formulating a thought. I'd kind of look at Ono and be like, did we fix Scramsack's place before we left? I know Big Tune shit in a room.
Yes, no, I cleaned that up. No, that was totally.
Hadron appeared.
I catch your track. I'm like, no, I cleaned. That was we cleaned that up.
What about the moon?
Now the moonbeam, I did my best. We did notify of that.
Didn't we break the door down?
Well, that again was
You
covered.
Trash one of the rooms too.
Okay, you're not making this. I hope this isn't a receipt, guys. That's also, I mean, that could be bad to open up too, because we just kind of got pseudo paid. Can we go
Fantasy
get the
bill.
cauldrons?
Food?
Read it.
How about let's just take care of this cauldron, rest. You can read it during the night.
Yeah, because then I can like to see if it's magical, and if it's not magical, then I'll crack the sucker open, and then we'll read it, and then it'll be good news, bad news, awkward news. I know this is making it more of a big deal. Let's go, just move that. Let's go move the cauldron. Come on.
The ladder's gonna open up like the Ron Weasley stealing his dad's car.
I legitimately am
Howler.
scared. Yeah, a howler.
Yeah, that's what it is, a holler.
Like, I don't want that. I don't want
I mean,
that.
I guess if you don't want,
it's you!
fine.
Yeah, no.
Let's come on. I wanted to crack the ice. I don't want to like hide this. Like I got this here. We'll look at it later. At least we all acknowledge that I got a weird note from the Dragonborn bartender from Scrimsang.
Can't hold it, and you're not gonna read it. Then I'm bored and I walked away.
Yeah.
All right, unnecessary. I mean, like, yeah, you.
Rini follows suit too. She absolutely believes you should read it.
I will read it in a little bit. I'll read it. Can we just move the thing and then I can like detect it, please? This is like, I want to go to the bathroom in an appropriate spot and not get eaten by a wolf. Is that an unreasonable request?
I mean,
I already left towards the cauldron.
yeah,
I'm
I know.
like,
I know.
on
I'm
board.
talking to the backs of like moving party
Yeah.
members. I'm like,
All right, let's go, Spit. Come on.
Okay. Spit strong now.
No, I know you're 100%. Like, look at your muscles. Holy cheese and crackers. I'm
You
gonna
like
have to,
flex.
yeah, okay, a little embarrassing because like I don't have muscles like. But holy Jesus, I'm gonna have to fix your coat too. All right, let's go. Come on.
And you all make your way back to the skiv that you had taken in order to go to the hunt down the fishermen. With the efforts of the group of you, honestly, even 4, maybe 5 of you would be more than enough to carry it. You are able to make your way through town, whether it's following the main roads or following the dockways. You make your way and you're standing right outside the White Lady Inn. You can hear music being played inside. You can hear the sounds of some commotion as it's still probably early afternoon at this point. People aren't exactly hunkering down for bed, but it's just kind of a lull period in the day, I suppose. And you are currently standing outside the White Lady Inn.
Okay. Cut and dry. We'll go put money on the counter. We'll be polite. We'll say, hey, can we have the biggest room? If someone's in it, how much do we to kick them out? Because we got this big object. And then we all go to bed. Cool? And then I'd read the note. I read the note before we go to bed, but yeah.
Matra would look to everybody. That sounds fine to me.
Whatever, I'm tired. And if we're not reading this note right now, then I want to sleep.
You
No,
see
we're
that
gonna
Big
read the
Toon's
note in
eyes
the
are
room.
like bloodshot red.
Kitty, we're going to read the note in the room. 100% going to read it in the room.
I'm
imagine
still
right
absolutely
now,
bruised
Big
and
Toon is-
battered.
I know, you need
I
to
imagine
sleep.
right now, Big Toon and I are just kind of like leaning on each other, holding this thing. Like, if we weren't leaning on each other, we would have just fallen over by now.
Yeah, like I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. I walk in, I open the door. It's gorgeous in here. I have a feeling. I walk straight up to whoever is the host or hostess and politely put 10 gold on the counter. I go, this is probably not enough. This is probably more than enough. We need the largest room immediately. My family is injured. We need to rest. And I also have a large object that we need to house with us inside of it. So, is that possible?
You
I give
see
the most
this
exhausted wave you could probably see someone give towards the barkeep as he finishes his sentence.
you see this this really like elderly man standing behind the counter. He has these large spectacles on his face, and he kind of like has to adjust them. You see his eyes are like it's almost like quadfocals with like the
Oh
amount
my
of
God.
zoom you see on his eyes. And he looks down.
I'm getting that Disney
Nuts.
Pixar short.
Oh
old
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
100%.
Little child, where's your parents?
Okay, no, I am a grown adult. Thank you. I'm a rock gnome. Okay, hold on. And I put my stilts, and I get up eye level. Hi, good early evening, late afternoon. My family, and I point to everyone behind me, needs your largest room. I, again,
shift the gold now into two stacks of 5 gold, and I go, "We need your largest room, please, and thank you. Not a child again. I am a proficient tactician of magic, and I prestidigitate sparks. So please, again."
Jesus.
Yeah, thank you. So please, largest room, please.
And you see his hands like super shakily go down to his ledger book as he like very, very slowly begins filtering through like a couple of pages and like takes his finger and scrolls down. You said largest room.
Yep, and I tap his hand and give him guidance. Yep, 100%. Whatever is your largest available room. If we have to, unfortunately, pay to get that persons out of that room, I would be happy to pay them to move to a smaller room. My family just needs the largest room just for safekeeping while we sleep for several hours, and then we can go to work.
As you cast guidance, he like takes a moment, he looks up, and he sees Big Toon standing there. Is that your pet cat?
Not a pet. Holy cheese and
I'm
crackers.
just looking around. Where? What?
Not a pet cat, sir. He's a proud Leonin, and he just
Oh.
learned magic.
That's a
So-
very
Cast,
large
like-
cat.
That's not a
Can you
cat's
cast like
not a...
haste on this guy?
No,
Hurry up.
I feel that would be even more wrong. I feel like that would only expedite his confusion. Sir,
I want Ono. It would be Ono. I'm gonna say Ono, Atheros, and E. You know what? No, I want everybody. Everybody can roll a perception check if they want to.
a perception.
Yeah.
Love it. I've already guided him, so I'm just gonna roll it straight. All right.
That's fair.
Yeah. Let's go, Atheros.
Okay. Let me roll one for Rini too, just for giggle.
And spit.
And spit.
And
or
Nitra.
Spit,
She
yeah.
wants to know what she gets.
Nat 20. Nat 20. Crit. You just crit for Arini. We know.
She got a 12.
All right. That's
Instant
21
crit.
you meant.
Spit's pretty tired. I don't think Spit would roll one. And all of you would see, the exception of maybe Irini right now. Oh no, wait, that's Big Toon too. Big Toon and Irini wouldn't see, but Ono, Ibrin, and Atheros, you would see through the corner of your eye. You see Maitra kind of standing out of sight of the old man. You see her form kind of shift into that of like a older, a bit more human woman, darker red hair. She kind of comes up to the counter. As my friend here had said, we're looking for your room, the biggest room, sir. Is there? I do hope that you have an opening. And she like kind of tries to like butter up to him a little bit. And you see
look at Victor.
his old eyes just like. He like very slowly moves to face this different woman than the one he saw a moment ago, and looks over to Ono, who's much taller than when he first was there. I have a room available. It's a big room.
Yep. That's exactly what my adult friend over here, and I like quizzically look at Maitra.
It's okay. He's an old man.
Fair.
We gotta be peace. We gotta be patient. And she like taps you on like your on your shoulder as like a it's going to be okay. But like she knows that you're trying your hardest and it's not your fault.
When she taps me on my shoulder, I'm like, oh, that's an amazing disguise self. I love this. Okay. All right. Yeah. No. Yeah. Please.
Please
Thanks,
don't
whatever she
leave
says.
children unattended in the
I'm
inn.
not a child.
Who is this?
I'm not a child.
My
I'm
name is Bardaban.
Bardaban?
Bardaban.
Barnaban. So not
Barnaban.
Hurry the hell up, I'm tired.
Okay. Fair. Totally fair. Barnaban, please. I just please.
He
Not a child.
5 gold pieces. I got the largest room free for tonight.
Beautiful. I pull the stack of 5 away and leave the other stack.
You see as he collects the gold in his shaky hand, you can hear the coins jingling in like his hand as he it takes like probably like a good 10 feet like walking to go and grab a key off of the counter.
I would have, as when I split the 2 stacks, I would have let my thumb run across his hand and given him guidance again, just to make it snappy, Grandpa.
And you would see this time when like as you say make it snappy, he's like at the key, and you feel the magic take effect as he finds the key almost right away and brings it back to you and sets it down on the counter directly in front of Matra. Take your family and have a good rest now.
Thank you. I'm gonna do what Atheros is gonna do. Thank you, Barnaby. All right, let's rock and roll.
Please make sure to clean up after your cat.
I cannot believe he is a proud warrior.
I walk off of the counter. I grab my stilts.
And you just hear Matra be like, "Thank you for your room and your time. Have a good day, Bardaban. We appreciate." It's like all of you are like making your way like up the stairs.
What's the number?
It says it on the key. Let's go. I don't need him to read it.
What did you say, son? It's like you're like all the way like up on the top shouting, "What's the number?"
Talking to Matra.
Yeah, Ono has the Ono like she would have slid the key to Ono as you're like on your way up.
Yeah, I look at the key. I hope it's a close room.
Oh yeah, it's like the second one in on the left hand side. It's like
perfect.
Yeah.
I kick the door open. I'm like, let's go, and I put at full force underneath this damn cauldron. I'm like, let's go. I don't even want to hear Grandpa talk about what our luggage looks like. Let's go.
He might be done with his next sentence by the time we wake up later.
That is entirely possible, Kitty. All right. We walk into the room.
As you walk into this room, there is a total of 6 beds available. 2 sets of dressers, a couple of sconces for like candles. There's no window in this room. It appears that this side of like this side of the building kind of faces another building itself, so there's no wall looking outside. But
Ibram would make a comment on it. Oh, there's not a window in here this time.
I mean, that's fair.
Considering last time there was, I was found out on the windowsill.
Yeah, I know. That's again, I'm more to the benefit of the family.
I immediately belly flop into the nearest bed.
Wait, I was gonna read the thing. All right, fine.
Freaking every time.
Stop! You're throwing him too
and
hard
Atheros
this time,
just
Atheros.
throws you all freaking a blanket from his pack that he somehow like doesn't visibly show at all times.
Yeah.
Just you get a blanket.
Love
Yeah,
it.
and you get a blanket, and you get a
Blanket
blanket.
attack. Yeah, I split one bed in half, and me and Spit split a bed, so he takes one side, and I think we.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
That would work out real slick.
Well, I mean, ultimately, he's not. Well, he's a little bit taller than me, but it doesn't matter. I don't take it. If
You're both
fine.
still considered small. So.
Yeah, if not, I can still sleep in a drawer. I'm totally okay with that. But mainly, my spaces now will become a work area. While everyone's getting settled in, I detect magic on the scroll ritual.
Okay, we're gonna take just a brief pause. I got a whiz, so I'll be back.
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
Should we just do long rest real quick?
No, because I feel like
Not
this is
yet.
gonna get fucky. Let that man go, Waz. That old little shopkeeper. I am stewing in the room. I'm like, I'm making fun of his name like Atheros and Big Toon would. I'm like, that bran muffin. I can't believe how you are not a cat.
I was
mean,
so
you're-
close to silencing him. I was.
I would have led you. I would have totally agreed. That would have been,
You know what?
So, like,
I'm gonna
so
sneak
I
back
just
out there and silence him.
No,
I'm gonna do it.
save it. We'll just save it for later because maybe it's like the middle of the afternoon. So like maybe in the morning, he's peppier. Maybe like if Bramblewood decides to wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and like eat a couple of eggs and drink a slam of coffee, maybe he's better.
So I was just looking when I cast my bedroll. I just noticed I totally forgot that I took the Frost Giant's axe.
Oh shit! You have that thing with you too?
I sure
Yeah.
do.
So we just dragged this huge, like, probably 50, 60 some odd pound, like, wieldable weapon
No, it's
I
probably
don't know
got to
if
be
it's
80 to
wieldable. I
100.
was told that it's like just like it is.
That's right.
Like
It's probably like
taller
80
than
to
me,
100
or like
pounds.
It's a
he
very
told me
nice
50 pounds.
fire piece.
Yeah.
He told me 50 pounds and like I think it was like 12 feet tall or something like that.
So you drag this thing into the inn?
Helping on every door frame.
You probably
I'm
cut
back.
the carpet, and I don't even mend it when we go by it. I'm like legitimately stewing. I'm just like, no, tomorrow morning I'll do it maybe, but no, not now.
Wait, what happened?
He
I
remarked.
totally forgot that I have that giant axe from the skeleton,
Oh
the
my
giant
God.
frost.
So
Me too.
I was. So he dragged it through. We probably ruined a carpet, and that's what I was saying. Is like, Ono was like, no, I'm not. No, because of the old man. No, I'm not. I'm like stewing in the room, like pacing. Rude. Like, you are a proud. I am not a child, and you. And then I look at Matron. I'm like, you had to disguise yourself magically.
Yeah,
Which
you would
we'll get
see,
to that
like,
in a minute.
As you're all like just like setting all your stuff down in the room, she would eventually make her way and like close the door behind her, and you see like the illusory form drop, so she's her normal self. I was
Whoa,
just
where'd you come from?
No. Okay. All right. I finished my ritual.
I've been here most of the time. Sorry, I just thought maybe that would help because I'm also a child, maybe not being a child. I know you're not a child, oh no.
No,
But
no,
he
that's
didn't get it.
It makes
So-
perfect sense, and honestly, if I had that locked and loaded, I would have done the exact same thing. So, thank you. Honestly,
I'm gonna tiredly give her props, but that was kind of badass, to be honest. I'm gonna take a
100%.
bed now. Can we,
I
Yeah,
would have
I'm-
assumed everyone is
can we do
sitting on
that?
the edge of a bed.
Oh, I'm laying like face down.
Yeah,
Well, not
my
face
guy
down,
is-
but like
my
stomach
guy
down.
is standing there, but it looks like he just drank 4 bottles of liquor, and he's like
I am
weaving back and
full on.
forth.
yeah,
I'm full on starfish on this bed.
love it.
What about Atheros? What's Atheros doing? As Rini would be in a nice, like, polite and, like, gentle position on a bed. Not nearly as, like, physically exhausted as the rest of you were.
Yeah,
I am setting up my tent and filling it with the blankets, and then
You're-
getting in my bedroll.
you're putting the tent up in the room. I'm not even mad. At this point, why do you put the stakes in the floor? Nope, don't care.
How else is it gonna stay up?
No, you're right. I'm not even gonna question it at this point. I mean,
I just
you're
envision
absolutely
him
right.
smacking them down with, like, his giant hammer.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah,
And again, not at this. Like, if he does it in every inn we go to, like, this is the one inn I might not mend it.
I give him the opportunity to use the giant axe to pound him in if he wants.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it would assume you both like lift up the blade and just drop it on there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, no. If 10 minutes has passed, I do a quick detect magic for this ridiculous scroll, so I crack it open and read it.
Yep, that's fair. Give me 1 second.
No problem. It's gonna be cursed. I'm gonna die.
I don't think detect
Whatever
magic
beds-
reveals curses either.
No, it doesn't. I don't think it does. I think there's only a handful of ways to do it after research.
Okay. As you kind of hold the scroll out, you detect very, very subtle hints of transmutation magic,
Oh.
but I would say nothing that would, like, raise an alarm. It seems like it might have something to do with the paper itself.
All right, it's fuzzy with some kind of like transmutation magic. So
As
All right.
before my guy falls asleep, what was the one guy you helped? Was that in Bryn Shander? Because like you kind of screwed him over, but you didn't.
Novel Knocker? No, I mean like
Nopple,
had a-
chopper.
You had
Yes.
a scroll. Like my guy's about to just pass out mid sentence.
okay. Ebron, lay down. Just chill out and listen to whatever this ridiculous note or thing could possibly be.
It could be a bedtime story.
It could very well be. I don't know if it is, but that would be pretty awesome. I cracked the
Turns
seal.
on the bed, looks at you, and you can kind of see like the drunken baby thing where his eyelids are just going up and down.
I imagine your
listening.
head is kind of waving back and forth at one point.
100%.
Yeah.
You should have that in your inventory. I think it's under something called scripts and paper.
Okay.
Clark.
I am going to my inventory. Yes, scripts and paper. And
Read it out
here.
loud.
Yeah, 100%. Oh.
It doesn't sound like out loud.
No, sorry. I was just. Okay, I read faster than you guys, so sorry. Oh, stop! Wake up! Come on! Stop! Oh no. I sent this letter to my closest allies in neighboring towns in hopes that you're in one of them. The day you left Bryn Shander, someone came into the Northlook looking for a planar traveler. Some sort. I suspect that they may have been after your companion, Ebrin. I can't say for sure, not sure if their hostility, either. I told them you were headed toward Tamerlane, but I can't guarantee that's where they went. Be on your guard and don't die. I immediately, take...
And that
Without-
bedtime story sucked.
Yeah, okay, I know that's not the best, and without skipping a beat, I, prestidigitate the corner of this paper. Holy come on! Oh, it skipped. I got scared for a second. Yeah, I burn this paper.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, I would allow it.
Or, sorry, not burn this paper, sorry. I just reread it appropriately. I light a candle in the room, or take a whatever lit candle and look at it appropriately.
Okay.
That still seems weird.
What are you looking for, Atheros, for your insight check?
Well, at first it was when he said he was going to burn it. I thought that was weird. Oh no, would never burn any piece of paper.
Yeah, no, that was an out of game. I made a boo boo. So
Yeah.
I want to
So now-
quickly retcon me saying I want to burn the paper. Sorry.
It just seemed like, he had to take a look. He's a fast reader. He should have been able to read it faster than that.
Yeah,
Like, what? Was he skipping some lines?
definitely did not skip lines. I happily turn it out before I bring it to Candle. I'm like, if you want to read it again, happily. But there are scribbles on the bottom of the paper, and I go, if forever anyone who can read Gnomish, it's Gnomish on the bottom. It says a note. It says a candle reveals more than just burnt paper. So I
can't read, so that means nothing to me.
Okay. I am
That's
always
why-
proud of you. This is probably the moment that maybe we could have just kept that one on the back burner.
That's why I wanted to make sure you were telling me the truth, because I don't know what to believe.
I look you with full sincerity. I would never lie to you, Atheros. Never.
I believe you 100%, give you a hug, and then go to sleep.
Thank you. I get a little teary-eyed.
For everybody who wanted to read it again, since it was read aloud, I do have it open for everyone to read underneath that 5th tab under scripts and paper.
I would say before he even started reading, my guy passed out, so.
I wouldn't. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I would not disturb you because, one, this is probably not.
Yeah.
You've already got a lot on your plate anyway, so it's fine. So yeah,
I'm sleepy.
I turn to a candle and I don't burn it, but I hold it up in a sense that where the candle should reflect, like flicker behind it, and I look kind of through it.
As you hold the candle, you're trying to project light from the candle to see if there's hidden script that way.
Yeah,
Is
like
what
you
I'm
know how how some people I wrote really heavy. I was writing with a very heavy hand with a graphite, pen or pencil, and so I took the pencil away and it kind of has an impression, trying to see that, or I'm trying to get it close to the flame in that same sense, but not touch.
So you heat it up.
Yep, just in case. I'm doing 2 things at once. I'm looking through at it to observe if any change is happening, but I am holding it close enough to the candle that temperature is effective.
As you hold the candle behind the paper, trying to get light to peer through, you do not see any light coming through the paper itself. I want you to make a history check for me.
I would absolutely love to. I'm going to guide myself. Super quick history, guide, boof, boof. I will take that 21.
Very nice. You've given what you know about this material being somewhat of a transmutive item in nature, and your travels with the Thousand Hands traveling merchants. You recognize some of these traits seem to guide you to believe that this paper is not traditional parchment. That this appears to be an item that you know as Ember Script.
Yeah, so I am gonna have to. Damn it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I put just in case the blank side. I flip it over, so the written side.
Okay.
I just want to try the back side. I put the blank side up on the floor. I take like the candle. No, not the candle itself. I don't want to drip wax on it. I take like a stick out of my pouch, one of my components or whatever, and I light the end of it on fire, and I drag the lit stick across the back of this paper, zigzagging back and forth to see if that does an effect. And if it doesn't, I look at the rest of the group and I'm like, please don't get upset at me if I.
So you're like starting the back of the parchment aflame. Did I get that right, or what are you?
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
like, well, I'm initially I'm gonna drag it like you know just like rub the like the lit stick across the back of it to see if that ignites it, and if it doesn't do it about halfway through, then yeah, I guess I'm gonna take my chances, because I only know about this, at least in my from Ono's eyes, is like I would only know this about, like, theoretically I've seen this, but I've never interacted with it physically.
Okay. So,
Unless you're saying I've interacted with it physically, then I set that sucker on fire.
No, I'm gonna say that in your travels that you probably have physically held or manipulated pieces of Ember Script before.
Okay, wicked.
Which is where I was trying to get to. I was like, I want to see what you're doing before I'd
Okay.
have you go forward.
Sorry, some of them like just take the touch of flame. Some of them we gotta burn on fire. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, and Ember Script is one that you reveal hidden messages or like a second layer of text. You physically have to light the paper aflame. The paper itself doesn't like become brittle. Ember Script doesn't become brittle when it's lit. It just there's like, you know, it's been used for transferring secret messages countless times. You've seen it work in person before.
An arcane, like what I would assume is like arcane flash paper. The top of it is revealing what is hidden underneath. So yeah, okay, I'm sorry, I gotta set it on fire, and I, without skipping a beat. As
you set it on fire, you see that the text that had been written on the surface does disappear as the paper itself burns until the entire paper is almost like a dark shade of black. You kind of take a moment and you blow the ash that did form off of the paper, and it reveals specific information pertaining to this individual who came into the tavern at Brinchander. I don't have it written down on the actual sheet there, but I'll write it down as soon as I'm done here.
Hey, no worries.
You would see that he gives off basic, like, identifying info. So it would be, like, their race is Tabaxi. They are more of they're like leopard tone, gray in color, specific height, about, like, 6 foot or so. And then the color of the garb that they are wearing, as well as the type of weaponry that they carry on them, which would be, the garb is more of a red and black, and they are carrying with them, it would be on their person, they're identifiable as they carry a lute on their back, and they are carrying some form of rapier, though the specifics Scramsax couldn't see.
Okay. I put this in my book, coded, so it's written in not only like Gnomish, but I write it in Dwarvish and Draconic, so whoever's gonna read this note, if they ever get a hold of my book, which they would never, I never let it happen, but I code it specifically. And I write all, and I tell everyone in the group who's awake at this point the details.
Okay, so anybody who's actually awake would hear the information about the Tabaxi individual who appeared at Bryn Shander and is hunting, or not hunting, but seemingly tracking the party or trying to.
I take a deep breath and I'm like, okay, we've had a long day. This is a little rough. Extra on top of everyone's plate, specifically Ebrin. Ebrin it's got a lot on his plate, and the plate he's not talking about, so that's fine. I think everybody nap time, bedtime. I don't know what to do with this information, short of when everyone is of sober and clearer head to discuss this later. If everyone's okay with this, I take the Fireball scroll out and I begin transcribing it into my book.
Firebolt or Fireball?
Or Fireball, sorry. I misspoke. Yeah, and I take the several minutes to do that and read and do other wizardy stuff I can't think of at the moment. And yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say that Ona, you'd be able to do this before you slept, and everyone would be able to take a long rest.
Beautiful. The Fireball. Oh god. Good team. What's so daggone funny?
I like
Quick
that
question. Taking a long rest, it only gave me 2 hit dice back. Is that normal?
You only get up to half of what you spent. So the
Alright,
next long
yeah.
rest you take, you'll gain the rest of them back. It's technically up to half of your... sorry, not half of what you spent. Half of your total hit dice that you have. So if you spent 4, you'd get back 2. If you're level 8 and you spent all 8, you'd get back 4, etc.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I take the 6 minutes to transcribe this in the book. Because I'm a beast.
Fast forwarding to waking up, with my heritage, I would assume I would wake up first. Or am I being killed in the middle of my night sleep here?
I would say you'd like hard rest for 4 hours, and you would be able to wake at some point during this afternoon if you wish to do some form of light activity to still get the rest of your rest, since you are an elf.
I want to make sure if we're going to go into a combat sequence within the next 24 hours, I'm not limited. So if I got to take a regular 6 to 8 hour rest, I'll do that too.
No, you won't be able to gain the rest of your hit dice back if that's what you're looking to do.
No, 3 out of 4 is fine. I don't believe I need all 4.
But you still get the benefits of a long rest. So if there's anything that you're planning or thinking, like, now's your chance to do so. It just has to be considered a light activity. So, like, don't go out trying to fight something right now. That would not give you that full benefit anymore. Like, what are you thinking of doing?
It's like reading a book, writing notes, like simple, small activity.
I'd kind of look at the party, kind of see how everyone is. If their blanket kind of fell off, maybe toss it back on top of them. I would quickly kind of look where Ono was, because I knew he had a note, and then if I don't see anything, I'd kind of just do what it is. I was debating about going to the weapon shop, but I'll probably actually just go downstairs. Probably go downstairs and test my limits with this old guy, and probably get some drinks and food ready for when the rest of the party wakes up in like a couple hours.
Okay. You go downstairs, and
I'll leave a note if possible downstairs. Food and drinks, Ebrin.
Okay.
The note is tucked in my spell book, and the spell book is very much under my head.
Yeah, I wouldn't go prying through that.
So you go downstairs, and I would say after what usually at any other place would be like a minute, 2 minute conversation, it takes you probably like 5-6 times that. So it's like a 5 to 6 minute. No, that'd be 3 times. Whatever. Whatever amount of time. I'm sorry, I'm tired. It takes you about 5 times longer to convey that conversation with the old man, and eventually he has someone bring you out some food, and that person who like gets wherever you're sitting, if it's like a table, kind of like puts it all down. It's like, I'm so sorry about him. He insists on being here, even though he really is not the best for some of our patrons. If you need anything else, just signal me down. I'll grab it for you. As the
For
person...
level almighty, what is your name?
God damn it.
A weird name.
That's a fucking crazy name, dude. Your parents were legit.
God damn it! If I could just work with you, please.
Yeah.
I'll pay double.
You can just call me Ivan. We'll just...
Ivan.
Yeah.
Is goddamn it your surname?
God damn it, Ivan.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. The rest of my party should be waking up maybe an hour or 4 hours. If you can have some food and drinks ready when you see people join me, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have some water, gonna eat. I've got a lot to think about. Thank you.
Yeah, just give me some form of signal when they start coming down, and I'll make sure I have stuff prepared. Again, so sorry about Bardaban. He owns the place, but he has no business running the behind the stand more often than necessary. And Ivan kind of just like scurries off back to the kitchen area. Ibram, you would hear once again music being played off in the distance of the over on a stage on the side. It's like people are beginning to filter in for like dinner, as it's about like 6-ish p.m., 6:30, maybe a little longer. And you hear the music that's being played currently up on the stage by this short halfling fellow. It seems to be completely different to the music that you're used to hearing at taverns here. Like, you're used to hearing repeated songs about the same 8 stories, because 10 Towns doesn't have as much heritage as people would assume that it would. But these all seem to be very much out of place in comparison to where you normally are, or what you've normally heard. I would say at this point, as the music plays downstairs, Ibran's been handling food and making contact with someone who isn't Bardaban. The party could begin waking up from their long rest that they've had, and we'll pick it up there. As I would say, Irini and maybe Matra would be probably awake. They would see maybe Big Toon's deck of cards fell out of his hand or out of his pack, and they'd be playing cards on the floor as the party begins to wake up.
That makes sense.
It's the only time they can win, so.
Dang.
I think I'd actually flag down Ivan. Could you maybe bring 6 drinks of water, 6 drinks of ale, and food to a...
Food to where?
Could he deliver water, alcohol, and food to the room directly? I would probably notice, and maybe it's been 2 sets, 2 hours have gone by. Just bring the food directly to the room. Hey, you guys probably don't do this as a request. For the love of God, I'll pay more. My party's had a long day, and I don't want to say maybe I'm trying to right some wrongs here, but I am trying to be a better person. It's hard.
They're awkwardly confiding to Ivan, and Ivan's just look, I just told you about Barnaby.
I can bring some water and ale up to your room. if I remember correctly, you guys have the largest one. Specifically, the way it sounded when you were talking to Bardaban. I'll put some stuff together and I'll bring it up to your crew. That's fine. And like, it's kind of like awkward, not really knowing how to respond to this like pseudo heart moment. As he like scurries off, you would hear the party like a knock on the door, and as the knock is on the door, you would hear Matra kind of just like more out of her norm, just kind of yell, "God damn it!" As you hear like Irini giddy as she like won her hand.
She know him?
Does she know him?
Oh yeah.
I open the door. Hi. Hi.
You have a friend of yours, the elf fellow. He wanted you to have these explicitly brought up here. He like would like usher it for either like a person to take it, or he'd be like,
Okay.
if I could set this on a table.
No, I
in the
am
room for you."
capable to hold a tray of beverages, and all right, thank you. Is it a blonde, bearded gentleman downstairs?
Yeah, some braids. Wearing a bit of weird colors for up here, but
Okay, not weird, not weird. They're per his culture. Okay, we're called like let's be respectful.
out of the
Thank
norm. Let's go there.
Can I stealthily
Culture
do
and
something real quick?
What are you trying to do? And you could certainly try.
Okay, I want to cast Thaumaturgy because I just read one of its ability is to cause a door to fly open or slam shut. I
Oh,
want to slam
dear.
shut the door.
you. Yes.
Like in his face, or like if he's in the room, or what do you?
I've got
just-
two hands on this
What
tray.
is your
there's
what
no
is your
way.
play, Atheros?
I am in my little tent fort, peeking out, and I just see the door open, and I just want to like slam it shut on him.
I have backed
Drinks
away
in
an
hand?
appropriate. No, I have the tray. I back up enough, like in the sense of like I've already kind of like I was already in the motion of walking away, but then I was like, all right, let's not be rude to
Like,
you know,
I wanted to do
cultural
this
stuff.
while he was talking, though. Like, just out of nowhere.
Okay, so
So
like
he's in the
oh no,
room
oh
handing
no,
it
and-
off to Ono, and the door just slams.
Sure.
Yes.
it would
Yeah,
be
he
like
actually came in the room. Yeah.
yeah, so it'd be like Ono had like just taken the tray and was like backing up to like find a spot to put it. And it's like, yeah, you know, the guy with the, and like as he's about to say like B, you just hear as like the door like shuts in his face, and then you just like hear a sigh coming from the other side of the door.
Hey, thanks, goddammit.
That's I wonder if he's like a you know just a dishwasher.
And you just hear
Ain't
like
into that.
in the distance like, all of you okay now? Like
I cast it again, and it just flies open.
swings open, he like looks around concerned like, I wonder if that was the white lady, and like begins like contemplating like what in the world
Do
just
it
happened.
over and over.
Yeah.
Wham, 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 wham.
At this point, I'm like it's like cartoonish me different poses every time it opens and closes. And then
it's
by the
a key,
time it's
so
like
he
the
can do
last
it
time, I'm just like
immediately.
hands. Yeah.
It's like, is he really gonna burn through all the spell slots?
Oh no!
No,
Thaumaturgy's a
prestidigitation is a cantrip, bro.
So freaking great.
It's just
And then I caused the ground to tremor a little bit, too.
There would be, I think, after like the 5th time that you like slam the door open and shut, and like Ono is like changing his positions for the humor factor, you would see that he just is not there after like the 5th one. He's just like sick of the shit.
Oh man, I was gonna try to like spin the tray on my face. All right, forget it. Shut the door, Atheros.
Ibrin,
No.
you would hear the sound of
All right,
slamming upstairs for like at least a solid 30 seconds. As you would eventually see Ivan like coming downstairs, like you're like around the corner, you see him like come from where the stairway is, and just like shake his head and just like walk into the kitchen.
I imagine for once my guy didn't take like the most emo corner booth. I'm actually like by like the window looking out, and I look and be like, sorry.
And he just like puts a hand up and just like keeps shaking his head, and just like he just keeps walking.
Like I put the tray on a counter or table or something. I'm like, we could have gone downstairs. All right, well, okay. Everybody up? Everybody ready? Spit. Come on, bud. Wake up, buddy.
And Spit, like, you hear him like loudly snoring, and as you like maybe tap him awake, you start Split up.
Oh, it's okay. Relax. It's okay, bud. It's all good. We're gonna do breakfast. Looks like we have drinks and stuff. I know you're gonna want to drink the booze, but drink some water before you drink the beer. Cool. Actually, in fact, no. I know what I do. I dump it in the wash bucket in the room. I dump both the water and the beer in the wash bucket, and I'm like, here, bud, breakfast.
And his eyes, like, his pupils, like, get super, like, dilated as he takes, like, a glass or a tankard that you hand him. And he's like, okay, and just, like, begins going ham. As you would hear...
Well, I mean, we're gonna eat, so it'll be fine.
You would hear, in the backside of the room, once again, Matra, like, yell, God damn it, and, like, flip the table
on?
as Arini has once again won a hand in cards.
All right, Arini. Okay, she's really good at cards, Matra. Like, exceptionally good at cards.
I'm seeing that now.
Are you betting money?
And, like, Arini would be like, no, and, like, you see, like, her hand close as she, like, tries to take it off the table.
Dang it, Matra. You know what? It's better that it's Arini and not Atheros or Big Dude.
How much did she just lose?
Yeah, like, do I see how many coins she slides away?
Make a
How many of those gems were they betting?
No gems. As like,
okay.
I want it'd be Ono to make a perception check as they're like actively trying to see how many coins she probably lost or
I'm
gained.
just gonna straight up roll it. Let's see what happens. Alright, that's fine.
You count at least 7, but there's probably more.
All right, Arini, you're cleaning this girl. She's a child. I'm impressed. Like, you know what? Let's go have breakfast, Matra. We'll find a way for you to win it back. Not with Arini, though.
It's like, yeah, Matra like kind of like stands up and is like, I'm not. It is on. As she like points to Arini, who's just like kind of chuckling. I'm here anytime you want to lose your money, Matra.
That's not a fight you want to do with her. She will win every time. She is amazing at cards.
I high five her.
Like legit. Like, yeah. Thank you. If you didn't do it, I was gonna do it.
Oh yeah, there's like a
Well,
very
as the other
satisfying high five.
resident playing cards expert, you know, that's only fair.
Yeah, and like Arini would have cleaned up the cards, and you would get your deck of cards back. They were laying on the ground. We just saw an opportunity, and
Whatever. We all
don't
know that
regret
you're
it.
just scared to play me.
Next time, well,
Yeah,
next time, be prepared to
There's
lose
gotta
some
be
coin, Big Toon.
smug look.
And
yes.
she's like very like confident right now.
Yes. Arini is the beast.
As you would make your way downstairs, closing that door behind you, and you would see that Ivan would be like just finishing laying some food and drink on the table. I would say even for the total cost of the food, it'd probably run you, I would say 3 gold pieces. It's really not that expensive up here.
I'm gonna give Ivan 5. Like, all right, sorry for the whole door thing.
For all I know, it's the white lady telling us that she's here, and he just like has like a slightly defeated like demeanor about him, but just doesn't like look into it too much as he takes your gold and begins walking away, and just like gives you a nod, like let him know if you need anything else, and begins like serving other patrons.
Thanks, goddammit.
So, I'll nod back and then just kind of looking out the window, people watching till the party joins.
I wonder if Bartle Brand is a goddammit too, or if that's just like maybe Ivan is he's like a family friend, not of Barnaby's family. Maybe I wonder.
Where was this guy earlier when Brindlewald was trying to help us?
Probably asleep, honestly. I mean, Brain Tumor was probably the only one sitting at the desk at the time, so I mean, like,
What are we at now? 6 names?
I
Six
think
now?
yeah, 5. I think I'm at 5. I used Bran Muffin twice. Sorry.
I don't know. I was really proud of Brindlewald.
Yeah, Brindlewald was great.
Those
That
are
was
all
a
pretty
choice.
good. Barnaby is always going to be my favorite, though. It's just a classic random name.
Choice.
Yeah, you would hear like Matra, slightly defeated but like getting over it demeanor. Just, I mean, people have to work in shifts. It would make sense if Bardaban was our person that night, and there's more people who take over during the day. But
Made sure you said his name wrong.
Bard of Brinchander.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, up top.
and anyway.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And I take a half a loaf of bread and stick it in the bucket that Spit is eating out of.
No, you're right. It makes more sense that way. All right. We should take this steel, or not steel. It's probably iron, to be specific. We should probably take this hunk of metal to the town hall and set up for the evening. Is everybody? You good, Ebrin? Did you get some sleep?
I assume you guys carry the cauldron downstairs, and I would acknowledge, yeah.
I mean,
I would.
sure. I guess we brought that thing here. I guess, yeah.
I'm standing in it then.
Yeah, let's pick it up and go.
All right, Kitty.
I don't know if I can handle much more of Barna 10 towns over
Nice.
And you would kind of hear Bardaban in like the back room as he like sees the party like sitting down. You just like, "Here, kitty."
All right, Bartle Crouch. Nobody wants to hear from you.
You would see that Arini seems kind of distracted by the person playing music over on the side. Seemingly not really focused on the conversation at hand. As you're all kind of making your plans.
Do we notice
Me?
this?
I mean, my passive's got to pick that up.
Yeah, it's not like she's deliberately trying to like avoid being seen. She's just like not even. She wasn't like paying attention to anything that's going on at the table. And she would like, anybody who would like be in front of her would kind of see her maybe mouthing some of the words to like the songs that are being sung as you're all eating your food.
I was about to prestidigitate this dude and be like, he's not as good as you. Are you good? But I changed my mind. I'm like, Arini, do you know this tune?
And she would like, like snap out of it for a second, like look back to the oh sorry,
Don't be sorry.
these songs are definitely not from 10 Towns. They're
I mean,
this person, I think they've traveled. Some of these have originated back where I'm from the pupil and the iris. This
I
person's
raise
gone
an
around.
eyebrow. I raise an eyebrow. Like, wait, hold on. They're playing what specific instrument again?
He's playing a lute.
A lute, of course. Aha. Okay. But it looks very much. You said halfling.
Yeah, halfling man, maybe middle-aged for like the race. We good? So, is everyone okay? Keeping connect and disconnect sounds. Anyway, as you listen and like you look, you see it. Yeah, he's adult-aged halfling man with a small crowd gathered around him, and his voice seems to project quite nicely across the establishment itself. You see that there is actually magic that seems to be playing a couple of different instruments, like a tambourine and just like not like a bass drum, but just like some form of drum to keep a beat as he's dancing around the stage, singing a song that Arini would tell everybody, known as the Lear and the Lyre, a tale about events that had happened in the past, closer to where she's from.
Okay. I look at Arini and I go, is this like a situation where we should probably, ask this dude a question on why he knows this music from where you're from? Or is this like one of those things where it's like, I'm gonna screw with him with a prestidigitation and make it sound like he's hit a couple of wrong notes and then like blow his stupid drumstick off so he hits the side?
And she would look to you and like chuckle and be like, Ordinarily, I would like the latter, but I think, if it's okay with everyone, I think after tonight, maybe we should have I'd like to have a conversation with this individual. It doesn't have to be now. It can be tomorrow morning, but at some point I would like to, at least before we leave town.
We can make an appointment without even addressing this person. I I look across the room for Ivan and I go, "Hey, God damn it, come here real quick."
And as you call for him to come, he does not seem to respond to "God damn it."
Okay, all right. So, Ivan, please. Damn it, God damn it.
And he hears his name and he comes over to the table. Yeah, what can I help you with?
Quick question. The musical talent, tonight's musical talent, did they just arrive? Or are they going to be here for a couple of nights? That thing?
And he thinks once, yeah, Ronaldo will be here for a few more days.
Ronaldo?
Ronaldo. Generally he's here for about a week, and then he moves on to another town. He comes into town, I'd say about once a month, but he's here for an extended period. We're one of his favorite places, so expect him here for at least probably 3-4 more days.
I look at Arini and I go, we have got an appointment for Ronaldo in the morning. Wicked.
Ivan just kind of looks at all of you. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, goddammit.
It's Ivan.
Okay, goddammit. I know. Like, we know your surname is goddammit, right? Or is that a misunderstanding? Is it goddammit?
No, there's no goddammit. It's just Ivan.
Well, that's weird, because...
Side check.
No, I was going to say that's weird, because Barn Door said your name was goddammit.
You feel very confident that his surname is not goddammit.
I feel like Ibrin...
I don't tell that to anybody.
Or sorry, yeah, no, you don't say anything?
You feel content
perfect.
with this information.
I feel like Idris is just sitting there and he goes, okay.
God damn it.
Also, who's this barn door? Are you referring to Bardaban?
Yeah. You know, Briar...
Artemis, what?
Yeah, Briar Patch. You have to understand. Okay, one, there's half a joke to this. Two, he insulted, and I put like a gentle hand on Big Toon's elbow, and I go, he insulted my family member. He called him a cat, like a pet cat. He's not a pet cat. So, unfortunately, we really don't have
Called
the
you a
time
child
to be.
as well.
I mean, yeah, that's beside the point. That's beside the point. But yeah, Big Toon is a proud Leonin, and it was disrespectful. So the nicest.
And he made Mitra turn into a different person.
That was the weirdest thing that happened. But it's not appropriate. So us, in the nicest way, we're just disrespecting his name rather than, you know.
I just don't know his name.
That's 100%. Wait, you didn't get his name?
Nope.
Anywho,
I thought it was Baraboo. You would hear like Irini in the background.
I don't look. No look. High five to Arini.
Yeah, that's fair.
Bonobo?
I'm sitting at the table. I just.
Bingo hall? What?
And Ivan just like at this point is just like sick of everyone's shit. Is there anything else you need while I'm here? Otherwise, I got other patrons. I gotta make sure
Nope.
are fed and.
we're
stuff.
about to leave ourselves. We'll be back tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay.
We are
Oh.
holding this room.
Yes, I know. It's for at least a 24-hour hold. It's not
Awesome.
like it's just as long as you're there, but you'll have to pay for the next night if you're using it again tomorrow night. But that's besides the point.
No, that's fair.
Whatever.
That's cool. Just please don't let Billabong clean our room or anything.
I would like to use thaumaturgy to
God.
create
Okay.
a sound from like behind the bar somewhere that sounds like an old woman that says, "God damn it, Ivan! I told you to stay behind the counter."
Oh dear God.
I
Okay, one
use
sec.
prestidigitation to make a like a pound, like a harmless pound, like a fist pounding wood. I love every second of this.
So you hear as you make that sound, you see Ivan look back. Right. I'll apologies, and he looks at all of you. I'm being summoned. I have to go.
Right, they used your full name. All right, cool.
I don't know why I said it backwards, but
Again, we don't know. Maybe Ivan is his last name. Maybe.
oh,
See, yeah, cultural things, guys. Cultural things. Wicked. Let's get this hunk of steel out of here, or iron. Guys.
All right, as you
I would say we get up and carry it there then.
Yeah, let's get this thing. Let's go to work.
and you all heave and hoe, and a much shorter trip this time compared to hauling it from the Wet Trout to the White Lady Inn. You haul the Cauldron over to Town Hall. For the sake of simplicity and time, you are met with Indra, who kind of guides you all to it'd be a basement level room. Temperature is still pretty normal. It's not like cooler or anything like that. There's torches and a fire lit off in the distance to keep the lower level warm. As you are guided into this very well reinforced section of this basement, she opens the door for all of you, and the room itself is probably like 20 by 20. It's not super large, but it's also big enough for all of you. As you bring the Cauldron inside and set it down, and you all just feel this breath of relief as you set it down, the weight off of your arms once more. Right. So who's going to be staying here, and who's going to be keeping, I guess, a watch around the around Town Hall for this evening?
That's a good question. At some point during the trip from the inn to here, I do fill in Ebrin on the note, the secret part of the note. Both sides. So that he is filled in on the fact that there could be extra danger, and he should probably keep that in the pocket. Like, know that.
So, what page did you say it was on?
So it's the
journal.
It's under the items tab. It would be listed under scripts and paper. Should be open for everybody to see now.
Ooh, updated. Sick. Yeah. So 6 foot tabaxi, red and black, loot on his back, rapier at his side, wide brim, red hat. I mean, we're. Oh, jeez. I just got.
I guess as Ono is reading this, I would be kind of getting prepped, making sure my bow's in good standards, getting ready. And then as soon as like the word planar traveler appears, my guy goes from being like rested, I would almost say like happy for the first time, to like fuck. And like there'd be a level of seriousness and a few other emotions, but then I would just kind of listen to the rest of it.
So that way, when we have this conversation in the building...
So like if we're walking down the street and you're like, oh yeah, so by the way, the note said that there might be somebody looking for a planar traveler, my guy would literally like, there'd be a physical like momentum shift of him carrying the Cauldron over here, like visibly like, oh, we might have just stumbled onto something, and then I would kind of just pick back up to normal.
We didn't stumble upon anything. No, we were doing stuff, and somebody was like, "I'm coming after that dude." There's a difference. So when we are in the building, I question you. I go, "Do you actually want to do an outside observation, or do you want to stay in here with us?" I don't want to like swage you, so like you can make this choice, but I think if you're gonna be alone outside, you should at least, and I air quote, connect to at least, some of us.
I thought the level of protection we were putting on this was getting blown out of proportion. I will say, as soon as we've come to this town, things have been revealing themselves not in the most positive way towards me, so I would prefer to actually stay in the room with everybody.
Cool beans.
There's obviously safety in numbers.
That's fair. I agree. You being with the family is a good idea. So yeah, we're all staying in here. Lock it down. Finger guns.
And you would see Imdra with a large set of like iron keys give you all a nod and pull this like very large iron door shut. You would hear the sounds of the locking mechanism on the inside, tumblers turning. Oh no, honestly, in your mind, you could probably envision how they're turning based on your experiences as a tinkerer, and you hear a loud thud as the final tumbler stops, and the door itself is deadbolted in several places, shut. As you are all inside this room for foreseeably the next many hours.
Hold up, are we locked in here? Like, can we not get out even if we wanted to?
Nope.
Guys, I don't like this.
Oh shit, that's I totes forgot.
Well, when you didn't say anything when you wanted to be outside.
Come back with the keys. Leave us with the key. In
No.
case we want to get out.
That's not. Is it just our party, or are there guards inside of here
It
with
is
us?
just your party and the Cauldron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any windows or anything in this, or is it literally just like...
Oh, it's...
We're in like a basement.
You're in basically a basement at this point.
We're in a dungeon. We got locked
So
up.
that was the only way in?
Yes.
And only way out.
Beautiful.
Well,
Well, didn't think we'd end up in jail today.
We're not in jail, okay? We're not in jail. Worst case scenario, cool. We're locked up with a magical item. They want this. They gotta come back in here. And honestly, look, it's not like I can't break out of this situation. We can find a way out. Easy work.
Atheros is low-key starting to panic. He doesn't like being locked up.
I know. I am sorry. I totally forgot. Atheros, you're not good with like confined spaces. My bad. I'm sorry.
I start tapping the walls with my hammer to see if any of them sound hollow or weak. It's like, I gotta get out of here right now.
I cast guidance on you to see if you actually find any weaknesses in the wall.
Make a... It would be an investigation check.
Oh, I got this.
100%.
is there like an area in this room to where maybe I could privately have a moment to myself, but obviously be within like 10 feet of the party?
If everybody is on one side of the room, you could position yourself on the other. The Cauldron itself is like in the direct middle of the room. In this 20 by 20 space. There are a few sconces. There's like 3 sconces in the room that kind of keep it well lit and provide a heat source. It's not like unbearably cold, but it's not as nice as what it was like in the hallway and upstairs. Atheros, you don't find any structural holes or weak spots. It seems that this room is extremely reinforced.
I'm starting to panic a little more and just pacing like around the cauldron. It's like, gotta get out, gotta get out, gotta get out.
I would take off. Go ahead. Sorry.
As Atheros begins to freak out, Matra would approach a couple of the other members of the party. Did Atheros ever like describe what his mom looked like? I think he needs someone to calm him down.
No, I don't ever think we've discussed parentage short of, and I look at Ebron across the room, vague descriptions of stuff psychically seen. No. Short answer, no, I don't believe so.
Okay.
He loves turtles.
I don't think I could turn myself into a turtle.
I have like a small bag of like half-made like
Wait, hold the phone.
trinkets.
You can keep going. You can keep going.
No,
I'm
you're
just
good.
Checking something.
I was just basically like, I have a handful of half-made trinkets. I know he loves popping and breaking them, so I'm just gonna make like a bunch of like, I'm gonna finish them like turtle, and I'm like, Atheros, turtle, heads up.
Ooh, cool. Turtle. And I'm completely distracted.
Okay, cool. That'll be good until he breaks it. I have a few more. I can make a dozen more for the rest of the night. No biggie. Okay, at least that will help him in a few. Oh, he beat the holy crap. That was. It didn't even last 45 seconds, Atheros. I toss him another one.
God damn.
50 damage to the little trinket.
You please tell me he puts a dent in the floor.
Yeah, there's a significant like mark in this this stone-like floor right now. There's like a rug over the top, and you like run your hand over the rug, and there's a mark underneath it.
Atheros, I'm impressed. You fused the steel and the wood together.
Okay, Ibran, you were going to do something, right? Or
I've got my cloak and hood on just trying to keep warm, but I'm gonna go in the opposite side of the room and kind of face away from the. I'm going to pull out my mother's daggers, and I'm gonna remove both of my beard cuffs, and I doubt it's gonna work, but I want to try to psionically link with Lycor and my mother, or at least send a message and be like, hey, I'm being hunted.
Okay.
I know I don't have the capability to do message, but you and I both know what my cuffs do, so I don't want to expend that. Or we at least know that my daggers are from my mom, so I don't know if there's any hidden power there, and we both know my cuffs are arcane ability at least.
Make an insight check for me as you're thinking about or trying to do this. You would all see. Okay. You would all see as Atheros is like both very much like elevated right now and smacking these toys. You would see behind Atheros, Matra's form shifts to that of a turtle. As best as she can, given her size, and you see her try to walk up to Atheros and try to get within like the peripheral eyesight, and you would hear her say, try to lower her voice and be like, Atheros, you need to calm down.
What are you? I've never seen you before.
Oh, that's probably Creed.
Oh,
We were expecting.
Oh.
This is your conscience talking to you.
What?
You need to calm down.
I am not calm. This is freaking me out.
I'm gonna have to ask you to make a deception check,
and I use Misty
DM.
Step to
Oh yeah.
Like, what? He legally left. He can't deal with the turtle.
Atheros has left the building.
Yeah. All right, I'm back. But yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
using
no,
Misty
it's
Step to
awful.
try and
You
get
can
through.
tell that there's something wrong. Even you can tell there's something wrong. She freaking she crit failed. So
Jesus, Matra.
Yeah, I'm using my Fey Touch ability to just Misty Step through the door and be
Not-
outside.
Oh shit!
doesn't have to be a spot you can see though.
It's a spot he have seen. I think has seen.
I don't know about that.
Oh, if I can't see through, I have to see the spot that I'm going to.
Oh,
Okay, so you would like.
Oh, that's Dimension Door. Sorry.
Yeah, you're thinking of Dimension Door, and there's a couple other teleport spells that are like that too. Like I think Far Step might have its different stuff too.
I think so. Yeah.
So I can't see
As
through
I-
like the door.
What was that? I'm so sorry.
I can't see through the door. I was envisioning
No,
like,
it's solid. It is like solid, like iron.
okay. Well, in that case, I don't Misty Step, and I just freak out.
Okay, so that did not help. And Matra's like form would immediately like drop and be like, "This was not supposed to happen."
No, not the best. This
Even
is-
as all of this is going on, you. Well,
Before I try to send a potential link or something, if I were to cast Fairy Fire, would that reveal if there's anybody in this room besides us?
I believe it would.
If If they fail,
I'd
to
like
save,
to-
yeah.
If they fail to save.
I would do that first.
What's your okay, DC 11 dexterity?
Do it.
As you cast this out on the room, since it's literally like I think the same size as the room, 20-foot cube. You see that all of your friends in the room, you like sense their presence, but you don't sense or feel the presence of anything else in here. It appears that it is literally all of you locked in a room with the cauldron and your own thoughts.
All right,
That's a
then
dangerous thing for Atheros.
Yeah,
I would have did that, and then I rolled the 21 for insight.
yeah, you're knowing kind of the limits of what your abilities are right now with the psionic power. You don't feel confident that you'd be able to connect with them because you're not sure how far away they are, but you feel that they're probably farther than a mile, which I believe is the range for the psionic ability.
It is. I'd put the daggers back. I would grab my cuffs. I would look at the party. I'd look down at my cuffs. And then I would just kind of put them back on my beard. And then I would rejoin the party.
Okay. As Atheros is in the middle of a panicky breakdown, Matra, now in her normal form, is trying to calm him. The party, watching these events unfold, and Ibrin regaining, putting himself back together, I guess. I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
I scatter a whole bunch of like little trinket bauble turtles
There's
on the ground.
pieces
for
of
Atheros.
toy everywhere.
No, I know. Every time he destroys, like when he gets to like the third destroyed one, I just like mend like 2 or 3 behind him. I'm like, oh, you missed one. He'll either tire himself out or it'll distract him long enough for something else to happen.
10 out of 10.
Totes forgot you're claustrophobic.
Me too, and that made it even better.
That's the best.
What makes it even better is Big Toon just walked in here with a 12-foot sword or axe as well again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's like a giant axe on the floor, basically.
I mean, at this point, you might as well just bump it up against the door. it's
No, I put it in the cauldron. Make it look like a big giant stirring stick.
Nice. Blade in the cauldron or out of the cauldron?
Oh, well, I mean, I guess if the axe head itself would fit inside, then that way. If not, I guess then more like a pencil holder.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's like, am I getting martini stir or like something like, you know what I mean? He's got a garnish on it. Love it.